The footage you just saw is in thanks to the couple's next door surveillance system, which caught it all on camera. Lincoln police cited a 73-year-old woman for negligent driving. They say she was traveling in this direction before she collided into the bank, not only injuring herself, but two employees inside. Rod and Megan, the scene here now is much different than what it was earlier when fire trucks lined this block near 47th and Prescott. Each victim was equipped with one of these tourniquets to help stop the bleeding, which officers say was a key part of the training. This is how it works. You take this cardboard viewfinder, which is powered by a Google phone, put it up to your eyes, and explore a new world. Rod, the festivities continue here at Lincoln Northeast at its annual pep rally Booster Blast Off, but the celebration started earlier as the school dedicated its new rocket statue. Firefighters recommend one of the best things you can do if you fall through the ice is stay calm and don't panic. Husker Nation is still mourning the loss of NU puncher Sam Foltz, as you can see with this growing memorial. Hundreds are gathered here at Eppley Airfield in Omaha to welcome GOP presumptive nominee Donald Trump. The owner of this shed says he's thankful that his house doesn't look the same. Residents of this neighborhood near 14th and Julesburg say speed is a big issue in this area, and it's only a matter of time before something like this happens. Dogs like Betsy are used in various ways throughout LPS, as young as preschool all the way through high school. Watch as this woman pulls into the driveway and snatches a package from a West Lincoln home. It happened this past Sunday to this couple. Sylvia was at home feeding their daughter Aria when she was alerted by their dogs barking. That's when she peeked out the window and noticed this car getting away with their belongings.
At first I couldn't believe it, and I was like, oh my gosh, she's stealing from us. And right away I turned around and grabbed my phone and just started taking pictures. The footage you just saw is in thanks to the couple's next door surveillance system, which caught it all on camera.
The Colemans live across the street and installed these cameras about a year ago on their home. Sylvia's husband Danny asked their neighbors if the act was recorded. It was, and the Colemans were equally shocked.
We're just in shock that it happened in broad daylight in our neighborhood. It's a pretty quiet neighborhood, and we haven't really had any thefts like that.
Yeah, it's pretty bold.
Lincoln police say officers usually get a few reports of package thefts each month throughout the year, but that number doubles in January and February. The photos and surveillance video are on Facebook. The post has been shared by hundreds and viewed close to 80,000 times.
We hope she gets caught. I mean, the value of the stuff wasn't really that much. It's just the idea that somebody would do something like that, and it's like invading your property and your privacy.
Reporting in Lincoln, Marlenia Thornton, Channel 8 Eyewitness News. This is Christian Becker and his dog Bear. He's trained to be a therapy dog for veterans with PTSD. Bear was one of 11 pups that were put to the test Wednesday morning. It was the end of their 9-week basic obedience training. Who were their teachers? These inmates at the Nebraska State Penitentiary. So it was time for the dogs to show off what they've learned.
Stop. It shows that I've done something right, that I've put in these at least couple hundred hours worth of training time into this dog, and it worked.
The program is called Second Chance Pups, and it has been around for more than a decade. It takes dogs from shelters throughout Nebraska and the Midwest that are least likely to be adopted because of their lack of manners. That's where the inmates come in. They spend the majority of their day caring and training the animals.
It's kind of like having a kid with you. I mean, it's a lot like taking care of a child. So, I mean, they depend on us and we kind of depend on them.
Good job.
Meet Lincoln Police Officer Melissa Ripley. She volunteers weekly to help the handlers and their pets. Ripley says it's important to give a second chance to more than these pups.
We've seen that they can do something wrong because that's why they got here, but I think it's important to give them a chance to do something right and to give back to their community.
And which is something that will go beyond these walls.
You know, I didn't create the dog, but I created his good behavior. I'm sending something off that's going to make a family very, very happy, and it's nice to contribute something.
Reporting in Lincoln, Marlenia Thornton, Channel 8 Eyewitness News.
I said, God, please let her get through this. I said, she has her whole life ahead of her. God, please let her get through this.
Many in the Lincoln community and beyond are dealing with the loss of another young life taken too soon. 20-year-old Marlene Rashidi was shot and killed Sunday morning. Police say a 22-year-old man fired into a car she was in. Her best friend Jazzy Lott was also in the car at that time. She was with Marlene during some of her final moments.
No one really feels the pain in my heart as I held her in my arms. And I felt like she had died in my arms in that moment.
Rashidi was a talented athlete and scholar. She was on the track team for the University of Nebraska at Kearney. She was a sophomore studying political science and pre-law. The university described her as a visible leader and student. Her friends say her drive and commitment to her goals was inspirational. They say she touched everyone she met with her beautiful, positive spirit.
I've never heard anyone complain about Marlene or say anything bad about her, ever.
She moved to the U.S. from a South African refugee camp in 2009. A year later, that's when she started her journey at Lincoln High. She was one of the school's graduation speakers in 2014. She encouraged her classmates to dare to dream and hold tight to them. Principal Mark Larson says she was really starting to hit her stride.
And we were blessed to have a small part to play in her journey and her development. And like I said, are really shocked and saddened by the news today.
It really breaks my heart because she did not deserve it at all. No one deserved to die that night.
Reporting in Lincoln, Marlenia Thornton, Channel 8 Eyewitness News.